So here you are, at Fort Strong, are you? Looking to become strong? Looks like you're done messing around with the small guns. Looks like you want to start on the big guns. Well, I've already covered a few big guns, but the last few weapons are pretty much all endgame stuff. Some is subjective to the situation, but all of them will be powerful. But of course, we'll start this one off with the assault rifle. The assault rifle, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a fully automatic gun, it's designed to be that way, and it is very powerful in doing so. In terms of her design, this gun looks like it's straight out of the steampunk pages again. With its strange tubes everywhere, metal curves, and a round small cylinder for a barrel. Like oversized cylinder. But yes, it is a strange looking assault rifle if I ever seen one. I've seen plenty, to be honest. But yes, in terms of firepower, this weapon's gonna get the job done, and then some. The only downside to this weapon, the first one at least, is its weight. It's a rather heavy gun, but then again, looking at it, I'm not surprised. It looks heavy for an assault rifle. Compared to Fallout 3 and 4, which looks perfectly normal, this one's not. So if you noticed, right when it starts off, if you buy one, it's not automatic. Not yet. It's still semi-automatic, but the recoil is pretty much non-existent. You'll never have to fight with it. Reloads nice and quick too. And as always, before we talk about numbers, my rifleman and my commando perks are maxed out, so you'll see the full damage value of this weapon. Now, even though there's a lot of choices to upgrade with this, it's all pretty straightforward. For the receiver, you're going to take two options. You want semi-automatic or automatic. Well, for me, there's only one thing I'm doing with this, is making it automatic. Because I do use this weapon personally, and it's excellent against all types of enemies. Now, in terms of going with long barrel, I don't think I really need that. I don't fight that distance with this weapon. And the vented, I'd rather take the ported to keep the recoil, is recoil acceptable, and as well as keep my hip fire pretty good as well. That's why I chose the ported. For stock, well, I'm going to take the recoil concentrating stock, because again, I want that recoil under as much control as possible. Because I fire this a lot from the hip. But be in mind, it takes your rank 4 gun nut just to get some of these perks and some of these equipment. In terms of magazine, you got pretty much two options, drum or small. So there, we take a drum since we're making this automatic. For scope-wise, this is one of the few weapons I actually use a recon scope with. I don't really normally use these because it makes a lot of the environment black and gray, and for me, at least for the downtown area, that's hard on my eyes for long firefights. This weapon doesn't make a firefight long. And for the muzzle, we're going to put the compressor on, because it's automatic. Help control that recoil. Alright, that's how you upgrade this, at least in my version of it. Now, from the hip, you can see it's actually quite accurate at this distance from the hip. This is the edge of its combat distance at 100. But excellent. Reloads extremely quick. Down the sight, it's even better. Hits the dot every time for a fully automatic gun. I love this weapon. Now the recoil will fight you, but it's minor. So we took the assault rifle as we know it, which is already a weird looking gun, and gave a few bells and whistles. Now, as I mentioned before, the weight is the problem with this weapon. With 25.6 weight pounds, that's heavy for a gun. But it's worth it, because the raiders don't even stand a chance. It's not even fair. The poor raiders didn't even get to fight back. Not one of them has a chance to defend themselves from this weapon. I chose raiders because they're pretty much the most common thing there's no raider that can protect himself against this weapon. No amount of armor he can wear. Maybe the power armor will soften the blow, but not for long before you shred right through it. As for ghouls, they stand even less of a chance. It's not fair for them either. Without any armor, your bullets just strip right through them. Does he come up very close? You don't even need to aim on the scope. Even the glowing ones. The glowing ones are just as pathetic. Lucky with that scope, you can tag enemies. But yes, just remember your enemies and let them die. And super mutants are not much of a different case. You even get to stand up and give them a chance to fight. That's fine though. Luckily, I didn't have to fight very many super mutants because I found the strongest one already, a legendary super mutant warlord. You don't get any stronger than this. It's the highest or most difficult super mutant I could find. You can't get any stronger. And because of that, it does take quite a few bullets. But again, this is the strongest super mutant there is. And even then, he even had a fighting chance. He just kept being staggered by the bullets and dropped in no time. Now, I couldn't find any death claws, but I found some red scorpions. They didn't stand a chance. Because I couldn't find those death claws, I had to go somewhere a little more dangerous. Now, this death claw is trying to run away from me. I don't blame him. Because he didn't stand a chance. Of course, he can't plant these things, and he's second death claw. But I'll get this one a fighting chance. Nah, I'm just kidding. This thing never had a fighting chance to begin with. This weapon's too powerful. Too much staggering. Didn't even get to touch me. I don't need to showcase this thing's firepower anymore. Okay, for some pros and cons. For pros, we got extremely high damage and DPS. We got a large magazine when upgraded. We've got excellent hipfire accuracy. We also got low recoil when upgraded. And the range can also be pretty good if you upgrade it. On the con side, however, first and foremost, the weapon's heavy. Secondly, you will be using a lot of bullets in this. It does chew through ammo pretty quick. And that is it for the cons. Not too many cons, to be honest. And that is the Assault Rifle Showcase. Highly recommended weapon to everyone of every playstyle. It's clearly an endgame weapon. So yes, very powerful. You come to the right place, because they're strong, and then there's Army Strong. With this weapon, you don't need much else. But hey, that's Showcase for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care out there.